Today we are at the Mount Vernon Memorial Park Cemetery here in Sacramento, California, and we're gonna visit the grave of Jennifer Strange. She is the woman that died back in 2007, participating in a contest on a radio station where contestants would drink as much water as they can for the chance to win a Nintendo Wii at the time that was valued at $250. Jennifer participated in the contest because she wanted to win the Nintendo system for her two young sons. She had a total of 3 kids. She had just had a daughter not even a year previous. So on January 12th, 2012, Jennifer and 17 other contestants go down to the radio station 107.9 The End here in Sacramento, California, and they have one of those prototypical morning zoo radio shows, and it's hosted by 3 DJs, Patricia Sweets, Steve Maney, and Adam Cox. So with these morning shows, they're always doing these stupid stunts to, get ratings, get viewers, make money, what have you. So that morning, her and 17 contestants, they come into the radio station. The contest is pretty simple. Drink as much water as you can without vomiting or using the bathroom. They call the contest Hold Your Wee for a Wee. Pretty clever. So they're doing this contest, and each contestant is given an 8-ounce bottle of water. You drink it, you wait 10 minutes, and then you're given another 8-ounce bottle of water. And what they're doing is they're trying to get people to listen to the radio station for the duration of the show, which is probably 4 hours. So they want to extend it as long as possible. So as they're doing this, each 10 minutes, drink another bottle of water, wait, another bottle. And slowly, as 1 hour turns into 2, people start dropping out. People are throwing up, people are vomiting, people are getting sick, they're not feeling well, people are giving up, people are using the bathroom, so forth and so on. And as the contest is going on into like the second, third hour and they're getting sick, you have some people that are calling the radio station and saying, hey, listen, this is actually very, very dangerous. As a matter of fact, you had a nurse calling in saying, one of these contestants could die. And another caller had indicated that just 2 years previous, not even 2 years, maybe like a year and a half previous, a college kid out in Chico, California, had died from this water drinking thing when he was joining some kind of fraternity. It was like some kind of a hazing ritual. And these idiot DJs, their response was, well, they signed a waiver, so they can't sue us if anything happens. So for the ensuing hours, the DJs are kind of poking fun, making jokes about the contestants. One of the DJs tells Jennifer that you look pregnant, and he's laughing at her. Well, she looks pregnant because her belly is distended because she just drank about 1.5 gallons of water. And as she's doing this, Jennifer starts getting nauseous, and she starts getting a lethargic. And her head is really, she's got this terrible headache. She has the terrible headache because her brain is swelling. See, at the time when I heard about this story, and it was all over the news, I'd never even had any kind of a clue that you can die from drinking too much water. But there is a thing, it's called water intoxication. I'm not a doctor, not a scientist, but basically, in simple man words, when you drink too much water, the electrolyte balance in your body and the salt, there's an imbalance, and it causes your cells in your body to expand as well as your brain. And at this point now, Jennifer's brain is expanding, and the bottom part of her brain, that's like the most, I don't know exactly what part of that brain is called, but it basically controls pretty important human functions like, controlling your heartbeat, making your heartbeat, because, the heart is an involuntary muscle. So your brain is telling the heart to pump. And she finally bows out of the contest. She came in second, and a woman had won the Nintendo. So as a consolation prize, she gets 2 tickets to a Justin Timberlake concert, a concert that she would never attend because after going home, she is very, very sick, and she calls into work and she says, "Hey, I'm not coming in. I don't feel good." She would be dead 6 hours later. Jennifer's body was taken to the coroner's office for autopsy, and later the results determined that she died, in fact, from water intoxication. Now, the family of Jennifer Strange, her husband Billy, and the kids are represented by a lawyer, and now they're going to sue this company, which is owned by Intercom. You know, these companies, that they'll own several different radio stations all over the country. So they take the radio station owners to court, and they're suing for, of course, wrongful death. And the scumbag attorneys for the radio station, their argument is that, well, listen, first of all, she signed a waiver. And second, she knew that it was dangerous. Well, we always hear these things about drinking more water is good for you, right? I don't think anybody ever really thinks that drinking too much water can kill you. And of course, it's the job of the attorneys to be scumbags and try to defend the undefendable. You know what I mean? You often got attorneys that, represent death row cases. Case in point. So the family originally was suing for around, I'm thinking about $26 million or so. And the jury deliberated for a few hours or what have you. And they ended up settling for $16.5 million, just a little bit over that, I believe. And just to say, I will give the owners of the radio station credit for not fighting the settlement. They said, we're not going to file an appeal. They're just going to pay the money. And that's what happened. They ended up paying the money, and the DJs for this, radio station, the morning guys, Adam Cox, Steve Maney, and Patricia Sweet, they all got fired along with 7 other employees that worked that morning radio station, and they were quickly replaced by other people. So now, whatever happened to those DJs? Well, Adam Cox, last time I looked up online, he works in St. George, Utah. And Patricia Sweet, she's doing some kind of online thing for Apple Music. And Steve Maney, he works out in Charlotte, North Carolina. And this death could have totally been prevented by simply just heeding the words of a healthcare professional, which they did not when the nurse called in and said, this is dangerous, especially when the other person called to remind them that, in fact, a young man did die from this very stunt that you guys are pulling right now. And nobody heeded those warnings, and a woman died because of it. One of the deaths that I like I said earlier, I never even knew that you can die from that. I mean, that is absolutely crazy. This is the final resting place of Jennifer Strange. October 23rd, 1978 to January 12th, 2007. A lady actually just died of the same thing about 2 weeks ago as the recording of this video. She died out in Indiana, excuse me. All right, rest in peace to Jennifer Strange, and I am gonna get out of here. I gotta hit the road, but I'll catch up with you guys later. Be safe out there, y'all. Peace out.